Since the release of the game, one Pokemon has seen a pick rate of nearly 100%, and going so far as to be crucial and define a whole metagame in Pokemon Unite after them, that being Lucario. Lucario's kit of having the ability Steadfast allows Lucario to survive longer, as Steadfast when below 50% HP, Lucario gains a shield and movement speed increases for 5 seconds with the 60-second cooldown. Paired with Lucario's Bone Rush, giving Lucario a move that can CC opponents and even juke them when used right, and Extreme Speed to be able to dash in, damaging all enemies it hits and healing Lucario for each enemy it hits, on top of the move getting a cooldown reset of Extreme Speed when it hits an enemy, as well as the attack immediately after dash will perform a unique attack in an area, dealing 75% damage and can critical hit. This allows Lucario to be a giant threat that does not go down easily without a fight, and if they can't win a fight, Lucario can easily escape and survive for another day, making Lucario a very hard opponent to take down. Now you can run Power Up Punch on Lucario over Extreme Speed if you're having trouble running Extreme Speed and Bone Rush, or if you're fighting a Cinderace, you often better off running Power Up Punch as you can nearly one-shot them in a fight, and if you're grouped and going into team fights, Power Up Punch is more consistent for securing points, while E-Speed is more consistent for 1v5 potential. Lucario does work by themselves as their kit enables them to do whatever they want, like in 113 where they run top lane solo, but Lucario also works well if you pair him in a lane with Eldegoss, as Eldegoss can provide heals for Lucario as Lucario goes in, allowing Lucario to stay in a fight longer and be able to knock out 1 or 2 more Pokemon than they relatively should be able to by themselves. If you go top lane with Lucario, you should get the Ammo Palms in the beginning, leaving the 2 Ammo Palms that spawn in top lane by themselves as you quickly go steal the Corphish and dunk the points that you actually got. From there, you could try and steal some of the Ammo Palms on your opponent's side of the top lane, score those points if you got any. If not, you can quickly just escape to go to your side of the top lane, take your Ammo Palms, and then try and score again. And ideally, you score at least 6 times on your opponents before the 7-minute mark, and you do this to fully take advantage of attack weight with Lucario. When it comes to items, you should run full heal every single game no matter what, as it allows Lucario to go into a fight without being punished by CC, and that's really the way you punish Lucario is with CC, so removing that with full heal makes Lucario really hard to stop. For held items, attack weight, Razor Claw, and Score Shield are always good, as these are the most consistent items for every build you want to try out or even run, since you never know what moveset you're going to go into until the game starts and you got to decide based off the state of the game. With Steadfast giving Lucario shields and having Score Shield, scoring with Lucario is relatively easy unless you take full advantage of attack weight, resulting in big damage. Muscle Band over Razor Claw is possible if you don't have Razor Claw leveled up, but Razor is better for the crit chance over the attack speed buff you do get from Muscle Band. Now speaking of countering Lucario is not easy, but CCing them and bursting them down is super important in order to not let them get away and escape. For example, Slowbro's Unite is a good way to counter them, as they'll be CC'd for a very long time, and using moves like Snorlax's Heavy Slam, Slowbro's Surf, with the team you can quickly burst down Lucario and prevent them from actually escaping, or if not, fully kill them, allowing you to actually win the fight and not just allow Lucario to just get away for free. Another thing you could do to kind of prevent Lucario from just being a monster is, in the beginning of the game, try to not allow Lucario to steal XP and farm. If you prevent Lucario from ever catching up to you in levels or even being a higher up level, Lucario has a very hard time even posing a threat, and it makes it really hard for them to 1v5 your entire team. But you got to be crucial as to not let Lucario steal XP, score for free, and just relatively do what they want. Try to always steal Lucario's farm and prevent them from doing what they want. For everybody starting out with Lucario, don't be scared to limit, test, and learn the potentials of Lucario to the fullest. You will become better with time, and plus a lot of new players don't really realize that what they can do with the character and what they don't think enough, as they just autopilot and do the same thing every game. Always try to think about what you could do better, what you could possibly change, what was something you could have done to actually escape the fight better, what was something you should have not gone into a fight. And even the smallest possible decision, like going for the Corphish at the beginning, has huge ramifications for Lucario, so try to always think of what you're doing, how to improve, and what you could do better, as it'll make your gameplay a lot better in the long run. For Lucario's ult, a general rule of thumb is to unite before a fight, never really during or after, as Aura Cannon's damage is not noticeable enough to be used during a fight to finish it, and plus the wind-up activation time of it, you might actually miss the crucial time it took for you to get that one crucial pick. and your opponents actually escape. So it's better to unite with Lucario before a fight, as the increase in speed you get is actually way more beneficial in a fight than the actual damage you do with Aura Cannon. When it comes to pushing Lucario, it's not so much straightforward as push now, push later, but something to keep in mind is that a good time to push with Lucario is when you have your teammates up with you, and you can take a good 3v2, 2v1, or having your cooldowns up and really making sure that you're able to take advantage of Lucario's kit and going in and making sure that you don't stop until the enemy is either fully retreat where it's too far to go, or they're completely dead and you win the fight. So a good example is here, as essentially, it's us three, the opponents are kind of here. I see the Wiggly's a little bit out of position. Our Gradient isn't really with us, but I see that the Wiggly is kind of out of position, a little bit half health. I'm just going to be able to speed in. I see Wiggly's half HP. I'm going to go back in. Wiggly's a little bit low. Wiggly's not suspecting me. I quickly E-speed back in because the E-speed reset could easily, again, go back in and hitting the Ninetales. Because of the boost I get from E-speed every time I attack and getting the bonus of just attacking, I'm just able to do a lot of quick damage really quickly, able to just quickly, for honestly, all I know is just do a lot of damage, and we're able to basically take a 2v3 and just successfully win it. Even though if we don't knock out the Gradient here, we just scored a lot of points on them, took a lot of space, and now we're able to just quickly escape with no real issue. Here's another example of just Lucario being very difficult to kill, as Lucario's kit just allows Lucario to go in, stay alive. Like here, I already used E-speed, my steadfast already propped, so now I notice it's 2v1. I'm just running away. I'm constantly running. The Cinderace already chipped me down to like a quarter of an HP, like a little bit of an HP, and I'm just constantly running, and just because I get the E-speed back and I'm just able to still stay alive, I'm able to just fight on base quickly, have healing on base. The Cinderace can't knock me out, even if he's a level above me. I then just E-speed in and knock him out, and just doing that means that I was just able to turn a losing situation into a very much winnable one, because E-speed just couldn't take me down, and Cinderace couldn't take me down, and just being able to quickly go in, do a lot of damage, knock out the Cinderace, and just stay alive is actually pretty broken and pretty free. If you guys have any questions about anything I covered in today's video and just have a general question for me, I stream on YouTube every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, so hop in there, ask me some questions live. I'm happy to answer those questions. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend who's learning Lucario, wants to pick up Lucario. And if you want me to cover another Pokemon in depth in the future, comment down below which Pokemon you want me to cover, as I'm going through the Pokemons and seeing which recommended movesets I have for these Pokemon. I have a whole Twitter down below where I share information and tips, as well as a TikTok. So yeah, my name is Gabe. I'm out. That's all I got. Later.